Hi, here's a video of how to prepare for your puppy when you get a puppy from me. Got one good little Romeo over there going potty where he's supposed to go. The reason I have all of these devices for them to go potty like this is because he's a little kick. Whoa, we got little fighters over there. The reason I have that like that is because my adults, I got the canned food in here. And also the poop. The mamas want to go to the poop because when they're babies, their mamas clean up their poop. The first 10 days, that's what they do. That's one of the reasons that dogs will eat poop, is because of that instinct. But anyways, this playpen, this is a double playpen. Oh, stop it over there, Chiquita. This is a double, oh, that was Ainsley. What was that? But this is a double playpen. And I put it like that because I have 7 puppies in here right now. And it just gives them more room. You only need one. They will occasionally, about 1 out of 10, will eventually get to the corner and climb out. And if you have tile floors and they climb out, they could hurt themselves. They could kill themselves. So you'll get warned because they'll come to the corner and you'll see them halfway trying to get out, and then you'll know. They do have some online that are straight plastic, with, that they can't climb. It's just straight, clear, smooth plastic. So if you get that, they're harder to clean, but at least they can't ever climb out of them. You guys, wake up over there. Wake up. Look at all these little zombie zonkouts. Little zombie zonkouts. Wake up. Wake up. We got a video going. Okay. Now, as far as these, I used to put pee-pee pads underneath until I realized how foolish that was. Because you're just wasting all this plastic. You happen to touch it, throw it in the trash. It's better to just have nothing underneath, and then have extra ones outside and just hose them off and replace them. Now the food. This is messy because these guys are messy. I mean, this was spotless yesterday. I could have shown you a spotless video, but it's better to show you how they are using. See, I pick up throughout the day, and you can see that they are using this. It's very effective. But you would just have one, and then you would just have one bed, because if you have more than one, then they're more likely to pee on it. So just have the one, and I have linoleum under here, because that way it protects your floors. Let me see, what else do I want to tell you? Oh, about the food. I got canned food in there, and twice a day, when they start these guys are 8 weeks. So you want to do it about twice a day. You just put more food in there. And you either use canned food, a high quality canned food, or cottage cheese. They absolutely love cottage cheese. You can also give them some yogurt, some vanilla flavored. They don't like the yogurt as much. Vanilla flavored yogurt be really careful that it's not sweetened with artificial sweeteners, because that will kill them. Okay, the wrong type of sweetener will kill them. You guys over here playing the tape. People always asking, what's the tape on the ears? Well, let me tell you right now. That's because I want their ears up. Okay? They don't have the tape. Their ears could possibly be floppy. And I did a video on it and explaining why they need to go up. Mostly, it's definitely cosmetic. They look a lot better with up ears. But as far as health-wise, less ear infections because the air can get in there. If they're floppy, oh, that's enough. If they're floppy, then there's a problem. They can have, that's when the air can't get in and they can get ear infections. Hey guys, and we got a little one over there eating. She's the smallest one, and she's doing just great eating. And your ears are getting a little break, because what I do is I tape them, and then I take the tape off after about a week, and I give him a break. And he's going to his new home tomorrow, so I'm going to tape him right before he leaves. Because if they get, if you're giving them a bath, then the tape can get wet, and that's not good. You don't want that. You want nice dry tape on there. But anyways, what else is there to tell you? The dry food. I use Biljack, and the reason I choose Biljack is because it literally crumbles. So if it goes in their throat and gets stuck, they have less of a chance. We got another one going potty where you're supposed to. Good girl. Yeah, that's a good girl. If it, so if they have less likely of a chance to choke. And Biljack is made in America. No Chinese ingredients, because a lot of times there's recalls from food from China, so I don't want that. And they've been around since the 1940s, and they haven't had any recalls. So they're not really that popular of a brand. People don't know about them, but they have quality ingredients and it's a good food. Now, this here, you can order this online. It's called Propectolin. You get it on Amazon or Chewy. And what this is, let's see if this one's gonna go potty. What it does is, you just have it on hand. Because when there we go, good girl. When they are stressed, when they're weaned from their mother, this is when I experienced this, and when they go to a new home, I used to get phone calls. Oh, they got diarrhea. Well, the best thing for it is this. It's the best. It will, because that diarrhea usually only lasts a couple of days, but you don't want diarrhea. You want nice hard stools like that because it's easy to pick up. So if you have this Propectolin on hand, you give it once every 8 hours. Sometimes you only have to give it once. But within a couple of days at the most, the stool is hardened up. But every time you give it, the stool gets harder and harder and harder. And that's what you want when you're training. And what's the number one problem when you get a tiny puppy like this? I know what the number one problem is because I hear all the complaints of what happens, how people's puppies die, and the problems that they have, why they end up in the emergency room. I hear everything because when they lose a puppy or a dog, what do? They call a breeder for another one, and when they call me, I hear all these stories, and I know. And why do a lot of breeders suggest NutriCal for these tiny breeds? It's because these little guys get hypoglycemia. Well, I don't tell people to get NutriCal. I don't like it. It's too much full of sugar, and I don't think it's good to give it to them all the time. I mean, if they have a hypoglycemia problem, you have no choice, because once they get hypoglycemic one time, they're going to keep getting that hypoglycemia until they're like almost a year old sometimes. And you have to always watch out. So the best thing to do is to not have NutriCal on hand, because if you do get hypoglycemia, you can just give sugar and they can snap out of it. But the best thing to do is not have it happen to begin with. It's kind of like rather than being on a statin, you're better off just eating properly and you won't need the statin. Same thing is here. You want to prevent rather than treat. So when people leave with their puppies from me, I give them 2 different liquid, one's a probiotic and one's a medication. And I give it to everybody, and you only have to give it once a day for a few days. It just depends on how old they are. And you give it, and you will not have any problems. You won't have any problems with their gut, because it strengthens their gut, and that's what causes the problem. The stress of them going to the new home, leaving their mothers, leaving all their siblings, because this is all they know. And all of a sudden, even though they like it where they're at, and they're happy where they're at their new home, they're wondering, where's everybody? Where's all these, where's my breeder? Where's my mom? Where's my siblings? They're very stressed out. So you don't want their gut to reflect their stress. And doing this since 1992, I've learned how to make sure that when they go, the transition is smooth. And the same thing with when they wean from their mothers. That's a very stressful time, even though they're still here, because I wean them at 5 weeks. I start weaning them at 5 weeks, and then by 6 weeks they're weaned. Unless when they're really tiny, sometimes it takes longer. But I have to deal with it. Their stool wants to get loose, and you don't want that. So how do you prevent it? I got the solution. So that's a good thing. We're all good on that. What else do I know? I want to make sure I don't forget anything, because if I forget something, I got to redo the whole video. What did I forget? Huh? What did I forget, guys? I don't know. Always make sure they got plenty of water. You don't want them getting dehydrated. That'll take them out quick. You definitely don't want them to get dehydrated. I leave this dry food down all the time, because they definitely need little munchies throughout the day. That's very important. Plenty of toys. Oh, what else, guys? Huh? What did Mommy forget? I know I forgot something. Maybe maybe I didn't. Maybe I covered it all. It's a 10-minute video, so let's hope I did. Oh, look, they love these toys that make the noises too. Those little hear this? They're hard to find small ones, so I got the big ones, but they love the big ones. They will drag it all around. The little one doing it.
Yeah, you like that, don't you?
Alright. These guys, don't expect them to be shy. I've learned how to make sure that they're very friendly and they love strangers.
I've gotten so good at that. It takes a lot of attention, and I like giving you guys attention. Yes, I do. Yes.
Alright, bye.